Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything, Save Money. Today we're going to be showing you how to fix this Keurig K29. That's the model number, K29. We're going to show you how to fix this coffee maker that won't turn on. It just has no power. There's no display. So we're going to be showing you how to reset the thermal fuse on this machine. It's pretty easy to do. Really, all you need is a small flathead, a small Phillips head, and then either a paper clip, or in this case, I'm going to be using a very small Allen wrench, and we're going to be using that to actually reset the fuse. So the first thing we're going to want to do is make sure our coffee maker is unplugged. You don't want any power going to it. And then we're pretty much going to flip the unit over so you can see the back of it here. And all we're going to do is remove this screw right in here. Then we're going to take out these little rubber pieces, just kind of prying them out with a screwdriver. You just kind of want to get them started, and then you could just pull them right out. So there's two of those. And then underneath those two are two Phillips head screws. So three in total, one here, and one here. So we'll go ahead and remove those three. And you could go ahead and just remove this tray from here. And you're gonna also wanna just remove the water container. Just anything that's loose, you kind of just wanna get it out of the way. Okay, so we're just gonna remove these three. And these usually won't just fall straight out. So you need to kind of loosen them all the way and then kind of just tip the machine over and kind of just tap it on the bottom to get the screws out all the way. But you want to make sure they're fully loose first. So there's the second, and then here's the third right here. Now I will say the one thing you want to do once you get to the step that I'm going to show you where you can see the internal parts, you want to inspect that for any signs of overheating or any melted wires, melted components, because the thermal fuse that we're resetting, it usually trips because there's an overheating issue. So if your machine is, if it trips, then one of the reasons could be that it overheated. So you want to inspect that. You kind of just want to look over the parts, and we'll show you those, and just kind of make sure that you're not fixing or resetting the fuse on something that, you know, went off for a very good reason to begin with. But this is also a common reason why, this is a common issue why these won't turn on, and they reset them, and from what I've read, people don't have an issue after that. But that's just kind of my little disclaimer. Just you want to inspect it, make sure, you know, there's no issues. Okay, so now that we have all three of these screws out, you can see we just kind of dumped it out, tipped it up, and just kind of gave it a little tap to get the screws out. Now what we're going to want to do is just take a flathead and come right in here and just kind of pry, and you could hear those clips loosening. So you want to loosen, just kind of pry up and around the unit. Come around here and just pry all the way around. You can see here what we're prying, what we're loosening. And now this is without a doubt the biggest pain in the whole repair. And those clips, they're just plastic. So, you know, you might break a couple. The goal is to be gentle and not break any. And you could kind of come in here on this side, and these little pieces, you could kind of push them out. But I found it easiest just to kind of come in here and just pry these out. And we're not going to take the whole cover off. We're just going to kind of pry around it. And then we're gonna come up here and we're just gonna loosen it up. Okay, and you can see there. Now I did already take this off and I did already test this and it worked. So that's why this is coming off a little bit easier than it probably will for you in the video. So just be aware of that. Okay, so now you can see, really all we want to do is remove this side up so that we could get a look in here and you could see all the components in here. All right, so now hopefully the camera is picking that up, but you can see, I'm going to point to it in here. So underneath this red, let me tilt the camera down so you can see it a little better and get some light in here. Okay, so you could see this red and green wire right here. Underneath that is the thermal fuse. It's that round white piece right here. Let's see if I can point to it a little better. It's right in here. It's a round white piece. And inside, in the middle of that, is a little hole that you could put either a paper clip, or in my case, we're gonna be putting this Allen wrench. You just wanna push it down in the middle and you can almost hear it click to reset it. So that's gonna be kind of hard to show on video, but I'll show it with the Allen wrench in there. You can see it just like that. So you just wanna push that down pretty firmly until you could hear it reset. And if you have a multimeter, before you reset it, take your multimeter and put it on the continuity setting and hit both of those metal leads on each side with your multimeter. And if it has continuity, it's going to beep, and you know, it probably won't if your machine isn't turning on. And then once you press that down and reset it, then when you put your multimeter on there, it should reset it. But for now, you could kind of, you know, if you don't have a multimeter, most people don't, just push a paper clip in there, push it in there firmly. You should hear like it almost click. And then this is the part where you would want to examine this. Make sure there's nothing melted. Make sure there's, you know, no wires that are exposed, or, you know, anything that's going to be the reason why it overheated, because I guess sometimes these just trip and there's no issue with the Keurig. And I think that was the issue here. So now that that's reset, we could come up and we could just fit this all back together. So you can see the power cord goes into that groove, and you just kind of want to fit it all back together. Get everything back in its place. You can see how these two clips right in here, they sit down into this piece right here. And you'll know it when they go into place because it'll all click in nicely. That's the best way I found to kind of just remove this cover without taking the whole thing apart, because the more you take apart in here, the more chance you run of breaking clips and, you know, doing unnecessary damage. Like I said, you might break a couple clips to begin with. Just push that all together. Make sure there's no big gaps anywhere. Okay, and then all we're gonna do is flip it back over. And then we're just going to put our 3 screws back in, 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna put our rubber grommets in. But, so we're just gonna drop these screws in, tighten them down. You might need to kind of get them, if they're not sitting right. There you go. Kind of just move them around in there until they find the hole. There's one. This is a quick repair. You know, it took me a little bit to figure out before I made the video, but it's a quick repair and saves you from having to go out and buy a brand new Keurig. So, okay, then we're just gonna drop our little rubber pieces back in. And like I said, really the hardest part is removing this plastic piece. That's what took me the most time off camera when I initially did this. You know, I don't like really when people make videos and it's just all easy, but I didn't know what was wrong with this at first. Might lose a little light because I'm gonna unplug one of my camera lights. Okay, so now we're plugged in. And you can see, powered on. Okay, so that was the issue, guys. It was just resetting that thermal fuse. So if you guys have any questions at all, be sure to reach out in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out all my other tool and DIY videos. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.